Alright, it is MTG next door. It is Doc. My Kaldheim stuff just came, so I figured I would do a video. Just to follow up on that awesome Double Masters box. Just the rares and mythics from that box totaled well over 350, so I was super pleased. So, the Kaldheim Commander decks. I got both of them, actually. The foiling on this is not ugly. I suspect Stitch will have different thoughts, but I thought that one was pretty good. We are probably, as a channel, going to be doing something with that later. And then Raynar is actually pretty cool, too, so I like that. I got a Kaldheim set booster box here. We are going to try doing a round of limited off this again. So I think the plan, as of right now, is we grab the first six. Oh, third. Alright, so the one that just volunteered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the first six. And those are going to be a pre-release. So there's 12, so that's like 60. Alright, we'll see how that works. And let's just do 3 real quick. Just because I am super excited, and I have been doing lab results for folks all day. Alright, first Kaldheim pack. I think these are probably going to work like the Zendikar ones did. Alright, so we've got some pretty art to start off with. I like it. Alright, so they are starting with a land first. We have a Volatile Fjord, which is an isle and mountain. I really like this because, yeah. And I gotta lie, actually, that art is actually a lot prettier than I expected. Alright, first up, Deathnell Berserker. 1 and a black for a 2/2 Elf Berserker. When Deathnell Berserker dies, if it has power 3 or greater, create a 2/2 black zombie Berserker creature token. Like it. This looks like we're going Elf on this one. Elderfang Disciple. 1 and a black for a 1/1 Elf Cleric. When this card enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. Like it. Feed the Serpent. 2 black, black. Exile target creature or planeswalker. That is got Oathbreaker written all over it. Also, when did black get so heavy with the exile? Not that I mind, because I do enjoy playing black, but it just feels, I don't know. I feel like that's like the one thing white has going for it, is that it exiles. I guess maybe because white does it cheaper. Anyway. Alright, Jarl of the Forsaken. 3 and a black for a 3/2 zombie cleric. Flash. When this card enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. And you can foretell this guy for 1 and a black. So that's kind of cool. So you cast him from your hand for 2 on turn 2. You sit and wait. You attack with something stupid. They block their big thing. Then you flash them out for 1 and a black and trash their big thing. Like it. Alright. Way down. A black for a sorcery. As an additional cost of the spell, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Alright, and you can take out something indestructible with that. Wither Crown. 1 and a black for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has base power 0, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life unless you sacrifice this creature. Okay. That's mean. Alright, looks like we are into the uncommons. Absorb Identity. 1 and a blue for an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. You may have shapeshifters you control become copies of that creature until end of turn. That's nasty. I like that. Alright, next up we got an uncommon. Ooh, this one was getting a lot of chatter online. Morite of the Frost. 2 green, blue for a legendary snow creature shapeshifter. It has Changeling. You may have Morite of the Frost enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent you control, except it's legendary and snow in addition to its other types. And if it's a creature, it enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it and has Changeling. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if y'all can see this, but like the snow effect on this is really nice. All right, next up we got a rare. All right, it is a artifact vehicle, Sagas Chariot, 3 and a green for a 4/4 vehicle. When it enters the battlefield, create 2/2/2 green cat creature tokens. Okay. When it attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Oh, so it's basically populating. Yeah, I think I could find a spot for that. All right, next up we've got a uncommon. Interesting. But I think it's a pretty uncommon. Let's see. Yeah, it's a pretty uncommon. Look at that. Egar, the Freezing Flame, 1 blue-red for a giant wizard. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, if a giant wizard or spell you control dealt damage to it this turn, draw a card. Oh, I like that. Dealt excess damage. Okay, that's a little... So that makes it a little tough. So you've got to actually hit them with Trample now that I think about it. Okay. Let's see. Looks like a foily. We've got a foil uncommon. We've got a foily Narfi, Betrayer King. 3 blue-black for a legendary snow creature, a zombie wizard. He's a 4/3. Other snow and zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. Then you can pay 3 snow mana and return him from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I was hoping to pull him because I've got a deck he is going in guaranteed, and then I got a stupid token. Alright, so it looks like this one we had just 1 rare. Alright. Alright, so we got some trolls. Alright, so it looks like each of these decks is gonna have a one of these dual snowlands in it. So that is Woodland Chasm. Alright, Undersea Invader, 4 blue for a 5/6 giant rogue. Flash, and it enters the battlefield tapped. That kind of sucks. Alright, next up, Demon Bolt. 2 and a red. Demon Bolt deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Oh, and you can foretell this guy for red. Now that is good. You can just put this out on turn 2 and then just wait till you need to like blast something. That one's good. Alright, next up. Craven Hulk. 3 and a red for a 4/4 giant coward. Oh, I feel like I could make some jokes about that. Craven Hulk can't block alone. Smashing Success. 3 and a red for an instant. Destroy target artifact or land. If an artifact is destroyed this way, create a treasure token. Yep, that's going in decks. Alright, Seize the Spoils. 2 and a red for a sorcery. As an additional cost of this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. That's a functional reprint out of a Ixalan card. Alright, another common. Immerstrom Raider, 1 and a red for a 2/1 Demon Berserker. I kind of like the demons are getting a lower CMC here. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Alright, uncommons. Divine Gambit. 1 for a sorcery. Exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment an opponent controls. That player may put a permanent card from their hand onto the battlefield. So, not bad if you can, like, clear out their hand. Bad if they've got, I don't know, bad things in their hand. Alright, another uncommon. Spectral Steel. 1 and a white for an aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. And for 1 and a white, exile Spectral Steel from your graveyard. Return another target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. It's actually pretty good, especially in an equipment or aura deck. Alright, I think our first Zazzle card, we've got a rare. Ooh, that is a pretty one. Magda, Brazen Outlaw, 1 and a red for a Dwarf Berserker that's 2/1. Other dwarves get +1/+0, and whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. Okay, that helps. Sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Okay, that's good. There's a deck I've been meaning to build, and I think this one's going to go in it. Next up, we've got a common, Frostbite. So, red for a snow instant. Frostbite deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, it deals 3 damage instead. So you can go for full-on Lightning Bolt. I think Lightning Bolt is better. Alright. And then we've got our foil here is Open the Omen Pass. 2 in a red, choose 1, add 2 mana of any one color, and 2 mana of any other color. Spend this mana only to cast creature or enchantment spells. Interesting. Or creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So you can pay 3 to get 4 mana, or you can pay 3 to buff your creatures. I think you're getting yourself 4 mana each time, but that's just me. And then we've got a human token. Human warrior, pardon me. We got a human warrior with a sick braided beard. Alright. Last one. Oh, there we go. I was like, that doesn't look right. That's some people walking across some green magic toward the world tree. Alright. We'll go with it. Alright. Ooh, that's a foily snow forest. Alright, these snowlands look a lot better in person than they did during the whole, like, spoiler season. Anyway. Alright. Dread Rider, 5 black for a 3/7 Spirit Knight. 1 in a black, tap it, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Target opponent loses 3 life. That's not bad. Another common. Ooh. Priest of the Haunted Edge. 1 in a black for an 0/4 zombie cleric. Sacrifice it. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of snowlands you control. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Alright, that one's not bad. Village Rites. That's a reprint with some way cooler art. And that's saying something, because I really like the art on the first one. So black, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Infernal Pet. I have one of those. His name's Mercutio. 2 in a black for a 2/2 imp. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Infernal Pet, and it gains flying until end of turn. Raise the Draugr. 1 in a black for an instant. Choose 1. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Return 2 target creature cards that share a creature type from your graveyard to your hand. That is a functional reprint, but the art on that is way cooler. Another common. Carfell Kennelmaster. 4 in a black for a zombie berserker. It's a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, up to 2 target creatures get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. So a little bit pricey, but its power and toughness are pretty good, and if you're attacking that turn, that's a nice one to have. Alright, we are into the uncommons. Gilded Assault Cart. 1 red for a vehicle. 5/1 with trample, crew of 2. Sacrifice 2 treasures, return Gilded Assault Cart from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, because that thing's going to die as a 5/1 trampler. But still good. Ooh, that's pretty. So we got a Saga here. Forging the Tyrite Sword. 1 red-white. So 1 and 2 are create a treasure token. So not bad, because you're actually going to mana ramp in Boros, which is always a good thing. And then search your library for a card named Halvar, God of Battle, or an equipment card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay. If you're in the right set, that is going to be good. Next up, we got a rare. Ooh. That's scary looking. Alright. Dream Devourer. 1 in a black for an 0/3 Demon Cleric. Each non-land card in your hand without Foretell has Foretell. Its Foretell cost is equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. Whenever you foretell a card, Dream Devourer gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Alright. Now we got a uncommon. We got a Boreal Outrider, 2 and a green for a snow creature elf warrior. It's a 3/2. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if snow mana of any of that spell's color was spent to cast it, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Not bad. Last up, we got a common foil. 3 and a black for a Draugr Recruiter. It's a 3/3 zombie cleric, and you can boast with it. So 3 and a black, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I think that's like a functional reprint of one of the guys out of War of the Spark. And then we got a pretty treasure token. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, yeah. Stay safe out there.